What's going on, Packers fans? Aaron Nagler here, ready to watch Matt LaFleur introduce Jeff Hafley as the new defensive coordinator. We'll hear from Matt LaFleur first. Then Hafley will take to the podium in the media auditorium there at Lambeau Field. Welcome to Cheesehead TV's watch party of off-season press conferences. It's what we do here. Yes, we are nerds, and we are proud of it. We will not be showing the press conference here. I have pinned a link to the Packers YouTube page where you can watch along with us. We'll comment here, very Mystery Science Theater, and hopefully you guys can mix it up and ask whatever questions you want of me, and I'll try and explain anything you might not understand that the guys talk about. And then, of course, number one, right out of the gate, I got to say, I'm really pleased with the response to my tweet yesterday regarding who might ask the first question. Get your guesses in now in the comments section. The four choices are Ryan Wood, Matt Schneidman, Bill Huber, or Rob Domofsky. And I had a lot of people ask about, Jason Wilde not being included in that. And all I can say is you probably have not been watching Green Bay Packers press conferences very long if you think Jason Wilde is going to ask the first question. I have zero doubt he'll ask the longest question. But Jason likes to sit back, let everyone get their kind of questions out in what have you, and then he will launch into whatever deep, intrinsic query he has dreamed up that afternoon. And I don't think today will be any different. But excited to watch along with you guys. As soon as they start here, I'll let everyone know. In the meantime, hello in the comment section. Hope you're all doing well. Danny G, thanks for being a Carry the G Club member. Wilde isn't going to roll out of bed for this one. Oh, Wilde will be there. There's zero doubt he'll be there. I'll be very surprised if he's not. Although maybe he said he's not going to be there. I haven't seen that. But no, he'll be there. He just won't ask the first question. What will the first question be for our new defensive coordinator? I'm going to guess, and this is all it is of course a guess. Someone will ask him where he was when he got the job. There. How's that for a first question? What we got, folks? How y'all doing? Wes. Wes usually holds back as well. It's very rare that someone with the Packers asks the first question. Mike Witt is going with Mark Daniels. Okay. All right. Daniels is a solid dark horse. Daniels is definitely a solid dark horse. And I think I'm surprised at Ryan Wood not getting a lot of action on my Twitter poll because, Ryan sits up front. He generally says or asks a few questions right out the gate. And I am very surprised that Rob Domofsky is leading the poll by a wide margin because, any, ardent Packers nerd knows that Bill Huber is probably your best bet as far as who might get the first question out. But, you never know. You never do really know. Seattle says he's got 20 on Schneidman. Well, I know Schneidman is aware of my putting up the poll, as is Domofsky. So we'll see if they vie for that opening honor, although I doubt it. Ski, what's up? Do you miss being able to attend in-person Packers media stuff? Does that drive a desire to move? It's a good question, and I get asked that quite a bit. And yes, I miss being able to participate. No, I do not miss living in the Green Bay area. So that's the dichotomy, right? And if they would, join us here in the 21st century, they could always go back to doing Zoom availabilities as well as in-person availabilities. Other teams do that, but that's not how they roll over there in Hobbiton. Yes, Jason Wallers, that's for you. But yeah, no, I do enjoy being able to ask questions, be part of the mix, so to speak. That's why training camp is so great. I love being able to kind of be involved on the day-to-day. But yeah, I ain't never moving back to Green Bay. That's not going to happen. Everyone wants Nags to move back to Green Bay. I get it a lot, and I understand it. And you're not alone. Corey Behnke's right there with you, but not anytime soon. Ooh, Jim, that's a good question. Jim says he would ask the new defensive coordinator what coach has made the most impact on his defensive philosophy. I'll bet he would be somewhat cagey in that answer because you don't want to get pinned down or have people going, oh, well, he's going to run this because this is his biggest influence kind of thing. But I would be fascinated to A, hear that question asked, and B, see what his answer might be. That's a good one. Still waiting on LaFleur to kick things off. It is 3:45. Clearly not running on Lombardi time over there, Lambeau Field. They rarely do. Think Banky will be watching. I don't know. You know what's funny is I have access to his calendar right here. So let me take a look. If he's available, if he's got time right now. Banky, Corey Banky. No, not Al. Corey Banky. No, Corey's got meetings right through 4:30, like right up to 5 o'clock. So I doubt he'll be watching. Though you never know. Maybe something gets canceled. Maybe move something around. Packers go so live early on their lives. GZ baby, there is nothing funnier to me than in season when they do. Absolutely, you're right. Put up the live kind of page really super early. And then inevitably there's people in the Packers chat going, "When does it start? Has it started yet? Where is this? What is this music? Like, when does it start?" For like page after page of the chat. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Ryan, thanks for the super chat, man. I hope that Hafley doesn't plan to have defensive backs play 10 yards off on 3rd and short. I tell you what, I'd pay some serious hard-earned American currency to have like Ryan or Bill or somebody ask him that very question. Like specifically. 3rd down. How do you feel about defensive backs playing 20 yards off on 3rd and short? I'd give something up for that. TKM is here. What's up, TKM? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Packers. Ooh, right. Good question. Packers' new scheme look more like San Francisco or the Jets? That's an excellent question. I think it'll probably be more like, quote, San Francisco, though I do think there will be elements from what Salah's doing in New York with the Jets. And I also think there'll be, a kind of a, forgive the words here, but Pettin / Rex Ryan flavor as well, especially on some of the 3rd downs and the blitz packages and pressure looks that they're going to give. I think, Hafley's got his hand in a lot of that, throughout his career and throughout his kind of history. So, but I do think base wise, it'll be a little bit more like what San Francisco's run in the last number of years. Isn't Matt LaFleur time usually 15 minutes past the posted time? That's a fair point. It's a fair point. I have no defense. You are not incorrect. Do I ever mess with the NCAA video game? I can't wait to rebuild Eastern Michigan into a powerhouse. Jeezy baby, 100%. I used to play it quite a bit when I was in college, but I didn't play a lot of it right before it got canceled. Obviously, no one's played it in a number of years now, but I'm very excited for its return. And I love the announcement today. I don't know if you guys saw that the Senior Bowl is being incorporated so that you can take your dudes from NCAA, the college football game, into Madden, your Madden franchise. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That'll be dope as hell. We're still playing some rock music on the old Packers YouTube channel. Mike, thanks for the super chat, man. First question: have you been to Kroll's yet, Jeff? That's a good one. That is a very good one. And then he comes out and goes, "Yeah, Kroll's West. I don't mess with the East." Just to mess with everybody. That'd be great. I just hope EA doesn't bring Ultimate Team over to NCAA. Yeah, I don't mess with any of that stuff. I mean, I know it's very popular. The kids love it. But yeah, it's just not my jam. Do I think the Packers go after the Rams center that was just released? No. No, I do not. I think they like Josh Myers. I think they might draft a center and or interior lineman that they think can play center. I don't think they're spending a free agency dollar on center. I'd be surprised. Christian, have you watched any film yet on TJ Tampa? What are your thoughts? I have not, Christian. However, Ben Fennell just name checked him in the video that I just dropped a little while ago here on the YouTube channel. And I'll certainly be going and taking a look. He kind of rattled off a bunch of guys at positions of need for the Packers that he thinks, are going to, turn some heads next week in Indianapolis. We did a NFL Combine preview video, and TJ Tampa was one of the guys that he talked about. So I'll be definitely kind of trying to watch him before I get to Indianapolis. So ask me again next week after the Combine, and I'll give you some thoughts. Steve says Myers had a good second half of last year. I don't know, man. It's a little more complicated than that. I thought he improved as the year went on. I thought he had a tough stretch actually in December. He started to right things that Bears game, the final game of the regular season, and then I thought he played pretty well during the postseason. But man, he had a rough go of it. That Tampa game and the Giants game, even. I mean, there were some rough looks out of Josh there, and that was after he had seemingly turned a corner. We had seen some consistent level of play from him, high end play, but man, he got in some trouble there, kind of 3 or 4 game stretch. Oh, here's Matt LaFleur. Let's take a listen. Oh, of course people are going to show up, Matt. You got a new defensive coordinator, Bill Huber. Ain't easy. Those eyebrows don't have an off season. Very true. Rob, Bill Huber got the first question. Will the Packers sign Mbappe, Mr. Mikey? You guys are nuts. Danny, no. Yes, he leans on people he knows, just like every other coach, but definitely not. I called my boys. Fast and physical, but not aggressive. Interesting. Avoid the A word. Come on, cheese it, Joey. Adrian, I love Brooks. I don't know where the value is as far as where he's landing in the draft, but yes, I love him as a player and I love him in Green Bay. I just don't know where to take him. Nick, I hate to say it out loud, but my God, the audio is actually working. Hey, the Packers spare no expense to come into the 21st century. You love to see it. Jeff Hafley. Wildy, just cut it. Stop. Stop talking. You asked the question. Danny. Jake, I will say I appreciate how Jason asks his questions. I really do. Brandy, I understand you had to babysit Barry. Oh, Quincy, thanks so much. Really appreciate that comment. Thank you. That's a great question, Pete. Apologies for calling your question BS earlier this year. Well done, Matt. Taking a picture of you guys watching me watching the press conference. Troy, I have two streams synced up. I'm a nerd. Welcome, Troy. We're all nerds here. That's how we roll. Mike, no, I have not heard a Mark Daniels question yet. Nick. Schneidman with the strength and conditioning question. Mr. Mikey, there's a lot of ball game left. Seattle. Tailgating for the press conferences is the next level. That's where we have to take it next. No question about it. Furtive glance at Wallers. Interesting. What's up, D Hugh 4? How you doing, man? Len, yeah, the LaFleur Gray definitely showing up in the beard now. But hey, the Nagler Gray's been there for years now. So, no stones being thrown over here. Furtive, that's not that crazy of a word. Come on. Logan. That's the next step. We're selling that to the Packers. I like it. Jacob. No. What? Am I too late for the fire Dom Capers chant? Yeah, we did that at the top, man. Sorry. Matt swiped Mannion from the Bears. I love it. Ooh, is someone going to ask about the report that he offered it to Zach Orr first? Come on, guys. Come on, someone ask. This is what I always say. Like Matt keeps reiterating this exactly what he's talking about here, but it so rarely shows up on his defenses. At some point, he's gotta demand it. There. Yes. That's gotta happen. The hash marks. Hafley comes out drinking a carry the G during the presser nags. Book it. Mike, we'll send him carry the G for life if he does. I'm down with this idea. Len, yes, is too much being made of Hafley coming from college. He has NFL experience. I very much agree. And like I understand Bill's question, but man, he has put the time in both spaces, right? Like he's done a ton in the NFL. It's not like he's coming to the NFL out of college having never stepped foot in the league, you know? So, yeah, I think there's a bit too much emphasis on that in some quarters. No question about it. So there you go. Matt LaFleur off the podium. Now we'll hear from Jeff Hafley at some point. Who knows how long it'll take for the Packers to get him up there, but pretty straightforward. Nothing too unexpected, I would say, from LaFleur. Although I got to say, that stuff about play style, to me, that's the whole key. Everybody runs some type of scheme, right? And to his point, watch the Texans sometime attacking the football, all 11 guys, each and every freaking down. We haven't seen that in Green Bay in decades. Like the closest we've come is probably 2014 and 2010. Like the style, the play style is the thing that needs to change more than anything else when it comes to the Packers defense. Uh, who would make a better NFL coach, Banky, Nags, or Herrick? Oh, please. We all know I would smoke both those fools. Come on now. He did mention that Hafley had another offer from someone, didn't know that before. I had seen a reference to that at some point, but I didn't know how concrete it was. But yeah, I don't know that it was for a DC spot, though, which maybe is what he was intimating. It's hard to attack the ball when two safeties are 25 yards off the ball. Fair point, Steve. Very fair point. What else we got? I'll make sure I don't miss anybody. Eyes on the QB, same old sounding. I don't think so. I think you'll be surprised with how different things can look. Again, because of play style. Um, Now, the whole vision, keep your eyes on the quarterback thing, probably yes means a bit more zone than people are probably predicting, but they'll still mix it up quite a bit. I don't doubt for a moment. But yeah, those really tough Seattle defenses, the San Francisco defenses that Rodgers and company could never quite crack in the playoffs, those are all vision based. You know, a lot of cover three, eyes on the quarterback. They're undoubtedly looking for that style, especially as a base. Like that would not surprise me at all. Excited to see how the new scheme helps Van Ness's development. Yeah, I think some of that's a bit overblown. I do think it will help, but for the most part, it's down to him. It's down to the player. Like he's got to do the job, right? There's zero question that uh, he'll be asked to do some different types of things, but a lot of it comes down to the work he does this offseason and what kind of jump he makes as far as his conditioning, his build, and putting on weight and still being able to be explosive and do what is asked of him. All of that's going to go a lot further than whatever schemes he's being asked to run. No doubt about it. The offseason is slow when we have press conference watch parties. No, 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 no. We are obsessed with the Packers, is what it is. Here's Halfley. High praise for LaFleur right out the gate. Like to see it. This dude's awesome. Bears are cooked. I love you guys. The mecca of the football world. Yes, sir. All right. Easy now. Excited about being around the media. All right. Laying it on a little thick now. Schneidman with the first one to the defensive coordinator. He's keeping track of the haters. I like it. Yeah, I like him. tell this guy's sat up there as a head coach. Mhm. Hmm. Chris, yes. This guy has a chip on his shoulder. I love it. I agree. You can tell he's been keeping track of the haters, like, way before this move. Yeah, Campanelli is gonna bring energy, alright. There's no doubt there. Ogubasi, nice. The Downard connection. Hell yes. I don't care whose idea it is. Yes, sir. That is correct, sir. Yes, sir. When you get a chance to get after the quarterback, you have to. Let's go. My guy. Let's do it. Len, this guy's it. Sorry, not sorry. The pack is back. Talik, I need the 4 down lineman question. Oh, like I need air to breathe. Yes, sir. Yeah, things need to change, all right. Talked with this about this with Billy this morning on the radio. Pete getting all kinds of kudos from the podium today. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'd like him to be Superman. That's all. That's all I need, Brian. Joseph, he said post safety, which is essentially like a single high safety, in especially like in a cover three, middle of the field closed. Mike, Wes asked one question of LaFleur right at the end. Gary. Wasn't hard knocks. I get it. Jeff. I love this, like the history of how he knows Campanelli, going back to when Campanelli was a high school coach. That's the league, man. Dude, Jaflay, if they end up getting Newbin, I will do a cartwheel. I love him. I think he would fit really well. Everybody loves everybody. Well, Parkmaster, that's to be expected. It's early. No one's given up a yard yet. They haven't scored any been scored on yet. Like, yeah, it's love time. I got no problem with that. Teaching. That's what you want. You want a teacher. Best coaches are the best teachers, almost always. A Darrell Revis question. baby. Mike Clemens throwing it down. I hope they ask if Preston will continue to cover wide receiver one. Yes, Mike, that is the key question. Does Brandy want him fired yet? You're not really the Packers defensive coordinator until Brandy wants you gone. This is a good Wildy question. Good Wildy question. Love this. Love him talking about learning from players. That's excellent. Will he go on transplants is the real question. Truly. Johnny, how dare you? You have to work? Man, we're here watching the press conference. Get your priorities in order, dude. Yes, sir. It is what it is. Mike Daniels. Go. Oh, he's still at the hotel across the street? Come on. There it is. More football. Andy Herman. Andy Herman. Spoon. Spoken. That was a valiant attempt, Spoon. Word. Johnny. If yelling worked long term, Mike Singletary would still be a head coach. I want winners, Johnny. Why does everyone want press man? This dude has not watched some Packers football. Not enough, anyway. I like it. Chris, thanks so much. He's already trolling the themes of the media. Yeah, he's got experience with media because he's been a head coach. That's what I love. He knows the push and the pull, how guys are going to try and frame things question wise, and how to respond, but not give away too much. Yeah, he's ahead of the game there. My God, what a concept. There it is, Wildy. That's right, Len. You knew Wildy would come through. Come on. Ask about down lineman, Wildy. Come on. Follow it up with down lineman. There's a Wildy question. Boston to Green Bay. That's a jump. That's a jump. Jeff Hafley throwing it down as the new Green Bay Packers defensive coordinator. Mike Witt, thanks for the super chat. I'm really looking forward to seeing 97 in this defense, man. I'm telling you, Kenny Clark, come on now. And I know it's weird. I saw NFL's media arm had a top cut candidates, and Kenny was listed. And I understand, like, there's little doubt that the Packers will not be going into 2024 with Kenny's current cap hit. But man, Kenny's not going anywhere. They will adjust the contract. That I have little doubt. But I'd be shocked if they moved on from Kenny. And thank God, relax is here. Bears still suck. Yes, yes, they do. I love it. I love it so much. He's a family guy. Yes, yes, he is. Can't thank you guys enough for hanging out and watching the press conferences with me. I'm not going to be doing a Packers daily because we've just been on for like an hour, and I think that's plenty. I can't thank you guys enough for chilling out with me in the afternoon and listening to Matt and Jeff talk ball and Packers and family there at the end. Um, really excited about what we heard. Really excited about the direction this defense could potentially be headed. And I only say potentially because you never really know. I mean, we've been through this before, guys coming in and saying all sorts of stuff, people getting excited, and then precious little of it materializing on the field. But I like what I've heard so far. I think you guys do as well. All right, everybody. I can't thank you enough. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back on Packers Daily. Make sure you check out my combine preview with Ben Fennell. That went up a little while ago. In the meantime, tell your friends, tell your family, Cheesehead TV. We are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great night. Go Pack Go.